If you have ever explored the topics of relationships and psychology, you have probably come across articles or videos on attachment. In therapy, we talk about attachment a lot. Why is that? Well, the research shows our attachment style has a profound impact on the quality of our relationships and mental health in general. So in this video, we explain what attachment is, how is it formed, and how it impacts you. With awareness, you will become less reactive and more mindful of how you enter relationships and what you do when conflicts arise. First, how do you define attachment? Attachment is the emotional and physical bond between two people, giving a sense of love, safety, and intimacy. It forms from our natural human need for connection. Attachment theory explains how, based on our earliest experiences with a primary caregiver, people develop different attachment styles. Our attachment style influences how we experience closeness, relationships, vulnerability, how we engage with people, how we behave in relationships, how we handle stress in relationships, cope with separation, and then reconnect after stressful situations, which is really important. In short, it affects almost all relational skills. Now I would like to mention a very interesting experiment that completely changed how psychologists understand attachment. Fair warning, it is a bit sad, but it's also really eye-opening. So one of the first important contributions came from American psychologist Harry Harlow in the 50s. He conducted famous experiments with rhesus monkeys. Baby monkeys were separated from their biological mothers and given to artificial mothers. One made of wire that provided food through a bottle, and one made of soft cloth that provided no food. Surprisingly, the babies spent most of their time with the soft, warm mother, only going to the wire one when hungry. This clearly showed that attachment is not just about meeting physical needs. It's based on the need for closeness, warmth, and safety. The effect was even more obvious in experiments where the babies were suddenly frightened by strange mechanical objects. Monkeys with a soft surrogate mother immediately clung to her, calmed down, and then continued exploring. In contrast, monkeys with only the wire mother collapsed, curled up, rocked, and cried. Harlow demonstrated that a secure base gives not only comfort, but also the courage to learn and explore. Importantly, monkeys exposed to only the wire mother for at least 90 days could never fully make up for those early experiences. They consistently showed serious social and emotional problems. They struggled to form relationships, had difficulty mating, and often failed to care for their own babies. The next key figure is John Bowlby, considered the founder of attachment theory. So Bowlby argued that mental health develops based on the relationship between a child and their primary caregiver. The caregiver serves as a safe haven, a place where the child can seek comfort while exploring the world. When the caregiver acknowledges these needs and is emotionally available, the child can learn and grow. When the caregiver rejects the child's need for safety and comfort, the child develops an internal model of unworthiness and incapability. In the 70s, American psychologist Mary Ainsworth confirmed these ideas empirically through her famous strange situation experiment. Researchers observed mother and child in a playroom, and after a few minutes, a stranger entered and interacted with the mother before approaching the child. After a few minutes, the mother quietly left, and then children reacted in very different ways. Researchers identified 3 main attachment styles, later adding a 4th. So first is secure attachment. Children with secure attachment explore the room but maintain eye or physical contact with their mother. They get visibly upset when the mother leaves, but seek comfort and calm down when she comes back. Psychologists observed the families at home and realized these children have parents who are consistently responsive to their needs. Number 2 is anxious ambivalent attachment. Children cling to their mothers, rarely exploring. Separation causes great distress. Upon reunion, they may run to her but remain unsettled, sometimes rejecting her or punishing her. Their parents are inconsistent, sometimes intrusive, sometimes ignoring. Avoidant attachment. Children with avoidant attachment style rarely seek the mother. They sometimes just ignore her, and her departure or return seems not to disturb them at all. However, later research shows they do experience a lot of stress, but have learned not to express it. Their parents are emotionally unavailable, distant, and cold. Then number 4 is disorganized attachment style, when children show chaotic, unpredictable, pathological behaviors, which is often linked to very dysfunctional family environments, such as abuse and neglect. So, early experiences with a primary caregiver shape our attachment style, which influences how we experience relationships, closeness, and love. If the caregiver responded appropriately to our needs, we likely developed secure attachment. So what happens in adulthood? Securely attached adults can form close, trusting, and connected relationships. They are comfortable with intimacy, they are confident in themselves and in their partner. They are not too worried about being abandoned or about getting too close. They experience relationships as something really pleasant and positive. Avoidant adults feel discomfort or even fear in close relationships. They struggle to trust others, they avoid depending on them, and if someone gets too close, they feel suffocated. Anxious, ambivalent adults crave constant attention, constant reassurance. They often worry about whether their partner loves them or whether they will abandon them. As a consequence, they overwhelm others because they just seem too clingy and needy. Understanding attachment theory gives us insight into why we behave the way we do in relationships, and the good news is, while early experiences shape us, we can still work on creating healthier attachment patterns as adults. So next time you notice reacting strongly in a relationship, pause and ask, what am I really feeling? What do I truly need? What am I so afraid of? Can I be brave enough to share my real feelings instead of attacking or running away? And thank you for watching. If you found this interesting, give it a like, subscribe, and remember, healing and secure connections are possible. Let me know in the comments what topics you would like to explore, and see you soon.